Hello and welcome to Is There Something in This, the podcast where Jason Chatfield and I'm Scott Dooley. That's unprofessional. You know what? I'm not blaming myself for that bad intro.
Yeah?
That's you.
Is that on
Yeah,
me?
the noise. Too much.
Yeah,
Put
okay.
me off. I was going well.
Wait, was it my noise or yours?
I didn't make a noise.
Oh, okay.
It was you, wasn't it?
I guess it was, I don't know. I thought it was on mute.
No, I'm noiseless.
All right, well, that's on me. I'm sorry about that.
Welcome back
good
from
intro.
what sounded like a nightmarish hellscape.
No, I just got back from the road last night at about 2 a.m. It was a 16-hour drive from South Carolina to New York with a couple of stops. And it was fun. We drove from New Orleans to Carolina at the first part because we spent Halloween in New Orleans.
Right.
And then did a weekend.
Because, listen, I'm not going to go into it, but I assume your liver knew what it did. Before you went there, like, you know what you've done.
I know what I've done.
Now you're in trouble,
Yeah.
liver. You naughty liver.
Yep. Bourbon Street and Frenchman. That was, we had a few very late nights getting it. I think I texted you one day and you're like, when'd you finish up? And I was like 6 a.m.
6 a.m.
Yeah, that was a rough one. But
That's a tough drug-free night.
it is,
You know
isn't
what I mean?
it?
That's a big drug-free
No
night.
one's staying awake that late at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that was good. I mean, I was away for about a week, I guess. So I did New Orleans and then Carolina. And Soph was in Australia the whole time. So I was like, well, I guess I wouldn't be doing anything anyway.
If she's hanging around dangerous drunks, then I should too.
Yeah. Have you ever flown Spirit Airlines?
No, I'm quite successful. But go on. I'm sure there's a story. No, I haven't flown Spirit. It looks like... do you know what it looks like? This is what Spirit Airlines looks like to me.
Okay.
It looks like a company that was like, we're going to sell prepaid mobile phones.
That's exactly what they are.
But then they got a delivery of planes and were like, fuck it, let's adjust. Let's just do it.
I feel like
What's
they're
the
still,
worst that can happen?
They're still trying to fall back on the prepaid mobile phones.
Is it bad?
It's pretty bad, yeah. Like it's basically just like a cylindrical aluminium tube with pop sticks taped on the side.
Really?
Not great. The planes are crap. You have to pay to check in a carry-on bag. You have to pay
Oh, shit.
for a seat.
Sorry, I'd heard all those words never in that order. That's why I was a bit confused.
Yes, you have to pay. So you have to pay to have a seat. So you think you've bought a seat on the plane.
What have you bought then?
And then you go, exactly. And then you go to
You've
check
bought
in.
You've bought entry to the airport.
That's
at this
pretty much.
stage.
Yeah, you've bought fuel and entry to the airport. How those things go together are up to you.
Wow, what
Yeah.
a great business model.
And you have to buy your seat. And then you have to buy your check-in luggage, just like a backpack.
These are always the things. A friend of mine had that. She was like, oh, I got tickets from New York to Madrid. They cost $11. And then you're like, wait a minute. And then she
Yeah.
goes, I can't believe it. They made me pay for bags. They made me pay for check-in. They made me pay for it. It ended up costing me $800. Yeah, of course, because that's what it costs to fly to Europe.
That's a prepaid mobile phone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Here's the most egregious thing to me. I was flying the night before Halloween. It's Spirit Airlines. Not one Halloween-based promotion on at all. No decorations, no ghostly
That's a
ghoulish.
rare misstep from Spirit Airlines. But it sounds like their margins are so thin that even throwing a sheet over it, that's too much.
Yeah, I feel like a sheet would have really broken the budget on this one. So that was, getting there was no fun. But driving was cool. I got to see sort of all the other states in between, and Mississippi and Alabama and North Carolina, Virginia. Interesting states. I'm using the word interesting as a replacement.
You only hear of them around election time.
That's right. And there's 2 Carolinas, so they have an unusual allocation of votes as well. And
Do they
senators.
hate each other? Does the South go off?
There's a
F
bit
North
of
Carolina.
Yeah, there's a little back and forth.
Why is there a split? Did you get to the bottom of that?
I wish I could tell you. There's no legitimate reason that I can find that
Right.
there should be 2
Yeah,
Carolinas.
yeah.
I think it goes back to the Civil War. I have no idea. And I don't like it.
Let's just say it is.
Let's just say it is. But
Yeah.
everyone there was really nice. Everyone came out. Thanks. There were 2 people who said they listened to the podcast.
Wow.
2 people.
Only 2 liars in the South of America.
Oh, here's something. So thanks for coming out. Those
Yeah,
those
thank
listeners.
you. Thank you, people. Friends?
Let me tell you this.
Go on.
Found this out on stage, and I polled the audience, and then I polled everyone on Facebook. Guess what? Everyone in the South, every woman in the South, changes their Siri on their phone
Right.
to Australian male. All
Why?
of them. They just think it's sexier. They think no. They also so that when they're doing directions, when they're doing Siri
Oi,
dictation,
Chaka Yui.
they love it. And I was like, this can't be a thing because I have that Siri bit.
Of all the times to be married, Jason.
Yeah, I really missed a trick there.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, and because I was doing that bit about Siri on stage, and then I kind of got into it with a bit of grab work, and then I found this out, and then I was like, oh, that's a one-off. And then the next audience I tried it, same again. Then I asked everyone in the audience, and they were like, yeah, that's a thing. We all do that. We all talk about it too.
There's nothing like alienating yourself from every dude. "Hey, this guy's going to fuck my girlfriend. All he's going to say is throw another shrimp on the Barbie and she'll be on her back. That's bullshit.
And then when I asked people on Facebook, everyone was like, yeah, how
I
did you
did
not know?
notice that actually on your Facebook.
How did you not know this? And I'm
Yeah.
like, how did I not know this? And then even friends of mine in like the Midwest were going, yeah, we do it too. So it's a thing, man. It's a thing. I didn't know. I didn't know.
Wow.
So good on you. I feel like we've missed a trick there. This could be a bit boiling. There could be something in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be something in that.
The Australian accent is demonstratively unsexy.
To most ears.
Yeah.
For some reason.
The
We've talked about
Americans,
this
yeah.
before, where people lied to us. When we came to Australia, when we came to America, they were all like, oh, they love Aussies.
the accent.
But then I haven't found that.
It's probably because we're in New York and they're sick of
Yeah.
the accent.
Yeah, we're everywhere here.
Yeah.
But then in the South,
It's
well,
like
I'm
how
quite
like how
exotic.
you see like I don't know if you remember when you see like a celebrity for like when you see like Brad Pitt for the first time and you're like, that guy is the most handsome dude in the world.
Right.
But then now 20 years later, you're like, yeah, he's still good looking, but look at Timothy Chalamet. It's because it's new. You know what I mean? And our accent isn't new. Our
Yeah.
accent is Robert Redford.
Yeah.
Whereas
Right.
there's a South African guy that's Timothy Chalamet. And
That's
everyone's like,
funny.
holy shit.
Yeah.
What's happening
And
here?
that happened again. There's this cigar shop guy who was like, "Oh, we had one of your guys in here last week. He used to work for me. He went walkabout." And I'm like, "Went walkabout?"
Oh, hello. I don't like where this is going.
And then the next day we're in there, and he comes in. He's from South Africa. He's not
That's your
Australian.
issue.
At all. They don't go on walkabout. I don't.
The only
think.
thing we have in common with them is that we both get beaten by New Zealand at rugby. That's it.
Now, what's been going on with you? I'm back, and you look stressed.
Oh, house hunting. Yeah, it's stressing me out.
Mm-hmm.
So we think we've found a place.
Okay, that's good. In the city?
In
Manhattan,
Yeah,
okay.
We're going to move to a punchline. Apparently, Tribeca. Everyone's like, ooh,
That's pretty
look
good.
at you.
Try harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So every nice place that we look at, we're like, oh, that's where Jay-Z and Beyonce live.
Yeah.
We'd be living so close to Jay-Z and Beyonce.
No,
Yeah, so we are looking around the city, and it's just a nightmare. You're just
Right.
being lied to by... You're being like... It's just something about, like... if you are a broker...
Yes.
I hope I offend you now, because
Yeah.
I hate you all.
Yeah, I hope every broker is listening.
Everyone
Yeah.
is... There's something about being lied to by someone who is dumber than you, which is really annoying.
Yeah.
It's like being
Yeah.
tricked by like it's. Do you know what? It's the equivalent. Every time I find myself going, you know what? This is a pretty big area. Like, and then I feel as if I've got a canary.
Yeah.
And the canary has somehow outsmarted me, and I'm in the cage, and the canary's watching television on my couch, and I don't know how it's happened.
You
But the
did
canary
say
was really good. Yeah.
dumber than a 6-year-old. Is that what Scott?
Smarter than a monkey, though.
Smarter than a monkey,
Yeah.
dumber than a
Yeah,
6-year-old.
yeah, yeah.
So somewhere in there lies where you think you have the respect
Yeah.
of the broker, but you
In
don't.
the bird world,
Yeah.
the birds that would outsmart me,
Yes.
every bird of prey.
Every bird
Every
of
bird
prey?
of prey. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I think so. I reckon I could beat a budgie at chess.
And we have an episode title, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there it
Yeah.
is. Well, what do you got this week? What's
I'm
going
a
on?
bit thin this week because
Okay,
of
all
this.
right. Now, by the way, we sold another one.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we did. We sold a daily.
Oh, good on us.
Yeah. So
We're very
good on
clever.
us. There we go. Anyway, go on then.
Okay, so you know when people are walking their dogs and someone will go up, particularly if they've got a child, and
Okay.
say to the owner, "Oh, is he friendly?"
Okay.
That?
Yeah.
So I've got one which is someone with a kid, maybe the kid's about to pat the dog and the person's clearly asking that.
Yeah.
And the caption is, yeah, he's friendly, but don't expect him to remember your birthday. Petty relation. Or the other one was like, yeah, he's friendly but not very thoughtful. But I think birthday. I preferred birthday.
Birthday's fun. He's friendly, but don't expect him to remember your birthday.
Like as if the person is clearly slighted at this
Right.
very moment.
That's funny. He's friendly, but not polite. He's friendly, but don't expect him to remember your name. Remember your birthday's funny. That's is there. Because we did one, we pitched one, which was the Instagram guy.
Yeah, that's right,
What's
yeah.
his Instagram? The world needs to know.
He's a good boy.
No, the people.
The people need to know he's a
he's
good boy.
Yeah. The people made that.
Yeah,
joke.
we like that caption.
I
We
love
went
that
back
joke.
and forth on that caption a bit, like
Yeah.
via chat. I remember. And
The people need to know.
people need to know.
He's a good boy. Yeah. So set this up for me. So there is someone leaning down to pat the dog.
Or they're either letting out, or it's a kid, like
Yeah, it's the
being
kid.
held by the hand. Like, is he friendly?
Right,
and the
right,
owner is like maybe a bit miffed. Like, yeah, he's
Right.
friendly, but don't expect him to remember your birthday.
Is it one of
Like,
these sassy?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't mention that where I live anymore, please. We will cut that out.
It's interesting because I feel like friendly dogs. So there's
Because to me, that's the interesting thing. Like,
Yeah.
the dog's not friendly. It's a dickhead. It's either going to bite you or not bite you. They're the two
Right.
states of being for these things.
friendly's not the right word.
So we put the word friendly on them.
Yeah, we project human traits onto
Yeah,
animals.
yeah.
Is he is he interesting? Is he
Yeah.
friendly is one. I feel like because there's this whole pit bull thing, right? There's this whole I don't know if you've
Mr.
seen
Worldwide, or
I don't know
is
if
this
you've
about the
seen
white suit I'm wearing?
Yeah, I wasn't going to ask. I was like, are you on your way to Miami? Like, what?
Yeah, I'm going to blow up a rivals nightclub.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, speaking of which, El Chapo is in town.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he trial started today. They
Oh.
locked down because your nickname
Halloween.
was El Chato for
That's
so
right.
long.
I got a little bit too famous there for a minute.
They had to shut down like Brooklyn to get him, like Hannibal Lecter
No
style.
kidding.
Yeah.
Like Michael Myers in Halloween. They've got to stop transporting him on Halloween.
I have no idea what you're talking about
Okay.
because scary films scare me.
You don't watch scary films?
Ever.
All right. Everyone who watched the Halloween film this year might know.
Yeah.
There was a reboot of the Halloween.
Right.
Anyway.
Well, I to the point where this is how bad I am with scary things. Someone sent me the trailer for the rebooted Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I was
That
like,
is scary.
Nope,
No,
nope,
that is
nope.
legit. I'm not watching that either.
Yeah.
That's too scary. So El Chapo's in town.
Yeah, his trial is happening
Oh,
right now,
wow.
and they've got the jurors.
Not
Or
completely.
but then you've got to add in this further thing, which
Yeah.
is that they are completely oblivious to the fact that one of them might be murdered.
Sure, yeah. Right.
You know, and touch wood, I'm not being flippant with that,
No,
but
no,
that
no,
is
no,
a
yeah.
real fear for them. Like the jury's having to be completely anonymous, and it's like they're really worried about that because I don't know if you know this. Murder is murder. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to Wikipedia.
Yeah,
that.
look it up, but it's
Okay.
true.
All right.
I had another thing.
Yeah.
Someone sent me my Wikipedia page. Like, there's a Wikipedia article about me.
Yeah.
It is riddled with inaccuracies. It's like mostly lies.
Okay.
Yet, even though about me, I know it's not real, I still use Wikipedia to settle arguments. I'm like, listen,
That's
and I'll
not-
send the link,
that's
even
terrible.
though I know it's not real because there's an article about me
Yeah.
that's wrong. But I still will
You
be like,
still trust
no.
Wikipedia.
I think the Mason-Dixon line starts in Canada. Like, you know what I mean? Why would Wikipedia?
You would be impossible at Trivial Pursuit. You would be the worst because
No,
you
I'm-
would look everything up.
No,
to
I'm
confirm
bad.
it.
No, I'm not. No, my problem with Trivial Pursuit is that if we're playing teams,
Yeah.
everyone listens to me because I'm so confident with my
Oh,
answer.
yeah,
It's
that
the
is
Beatles.
bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the Beatles.
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
Beatles. It's the Beatles. The answer, Pope John Paul II. Oh.
Not John Paul and Ringo.
I thought it was the Beatles
Oh wow.
who canonized Mary MacKillop. That
That's
was me.
funny.
That's on me, guys.
I'm a Trivial Pursuit question. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, through Ginger Meg. Ginger Megs is a Trivial Pursuit question, and I'm the answer.
Oh, right. It's not like which serial pest cut the, cut the net off during the World Cup qualifiers.
Yeah, another Jason Chatfield. I was thinking about this dog-friendly thing. Is it the kid holding the parent's hand and the parent leaning in, and clearly having just asked, "Is he friendly?"
Yeah.
The The one talking is the dog. Yeah, he's friendly, but don't try and scratch his belly. He hates that. It's the dog telling her that the owner is friendly. Yeah, he's friendly, but
I like that.
I love a talking dog. You know,
I
love a
reckon they're
talking
two
dog.
separate things.
Oh, they are. They're totally,
two
totally
separate jokes. Yeah.
I'm doing the old flip switcheroo.
Yeah.
The old flip it on its
I
head.
just think that the thing I liked about it is I heard someone say their dog's friendly. I'm like, you don't know what you do. Like,
you haven't seen his
you
social
haven't
media
seen-
presence.
exactly.
He could be doing anti-Semitic posts on Twitter.
I was thinking about that as well. Is like how we do compliments for specific things, like which should be like absolutely terrifying. But we accept, like, you've got such lovely skin. What a weird thing.
Someone told me that recently.
Is that a weird thing
out
to
of the blue?
It's such a weird thing to say.
It's not. I mean, it's nice, but out of the blue, it's very surprising.
But you can say like, oh, she's got lovely teeth. But then if you're like, she has the nicest ear.
Yeah, you can't say that, especially
Like
if you have them tied up in a basement.
I don't understand how. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that like,
lovely ear. Who's saying that?
no one. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Is that like why we allow some specific things.
Right. Well, the thing
Like to say you like someone's skin should be terrifying.
It's very
but we
Hannibal
just
Lecter,
like
yeah.
we just accept that.
Right. Well, it's because it's sought after, isn't it? It's a beauty marker. Teeth, skin,
Yeah,
hair.
but that's weird.
Hair, skin, teeth. And
But
there's a pill for all of
But
them.
nails.
Nails. Do you say yeah, I think women compliment each
Women
other on the
compliment
nails. I don't think
nails.
it's weird if a guy does it
Who does your nails?
out of the blue. Who does your nails? What?
What am I, Paulie Walnuts? What are you asking me this for?
Yeah, so I love that dog one. I think that's great.
There's something there,
There's
right?
definitely something in this. Dog. Yeah, okay. I'll draw it up. I'll see how it goes.
I've got a couple of just like kind of. This one I like the caption,
Okay.
and it's someone I don't know if it's like skywriting or something,
Mm-hmm.
or a big face tattoo or something, and the person is just saying too subtle. Like the idea of doing something really overboard.
Yeah,
And then-
okay.
Like, oh,
Too
is
subtle.
it too subtle? Like,
I've heard too subtle used as a
has it
As a-
been done? It
as a
feels-
punchline on a few things because it is a line. Like
It's a line. It was on The Simpsons once
Oh, it was?
about when Bart was really worried about being murdered or something, and
okay.
he was preoccupied,
With
and he
Sideshow
was
Bob.
watching. Yeah, he was watching Itchy and Scratchy, and Lisa was laughing her leg off, and then he wasn't. She goes, "What's the matter, Bart? Too subtle." And the whole thing was just
Yeah,
like,
okay.
everyone being shot and eaten by piranhas and things like
Right, right.
that. So maybe it's been done.
I
think it's probably been done.
Too subtle. Yeah, no, there's something in this. Let's speed it up a little bit. There could be something in the idea of too subtle being a punchline to something that is like in a theater or in a show or like on stage, a big operatic like final big fat lady sings with the thing, and then that's like on the stage.
Yeah,
What,
yeah.
Too subtle.
Yeah,
Like just this huge, ornate, crazy.
yeah. That's kind of
big
what I was
production
thinking. Yeah.
with like fireworks and fire breathers and people doing somersaults and what? Too subtle. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Or is it
it's going to
like-
depend on the
is it like-
execution on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or is it? Sorry, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, it's not really. I'm a really big fan of the way they name the Fast and Furious sequels. I think they're so goofy.
Fast 4.
My favorite was Too Fast, Too Furious, and I try to apply it to every sequel ever made, like Too Mama, Too Mia,
That's
Too
funny.
God, Too Father.
Too Medea, Too Boo,
There you
Halloween.
go. Yeah.
Okay, I'm getting you now.
Yeah.
Although I did like Boo 2, a Medea
Yeah.
Halloween. That was
3 2 colors, 3 blue.
this is becoming a math equation. What about FF7? Fast and the Furious.
Fast
wasn't it?
7.
Was it Fast 7?
Fast 7.
Oh
then
my God.
Fate.
Fate. It was just
The
Fate.
Fate of the Furious.
Fate of the
I had
Furious?
to do the press for that.
You
So
did?
I had to interview them, and they'd filmed in
God.
Cuba, and I was going to Havana the next day.
Yeah, right.
And and I was never asked to do one of these junket interviews again after this.
Oh.
Because I spent the whole time asking them for things to do in Havana. I was like, so what are the best beaches? And
That's
like,
funny.
and I have never met, like, I used to have to do those things quite a bit where you kind of go and sit those 3-minute junket interviews. You're in a hotel room and you're like, hey, this is Russell Crowe. And, hey,
Right.
we're going, well, what made you draw to this role?
I bet he loves those.
It's so boring.
Old Rusty.
No one gets anything out of these things.
No.
Nobody. The star hates it. The person doing it hates
Yeah.
it. The audience doesn't give
The
a shit.
hotel
It's
hates it.
pointless. The hotel, well,
Yeah.
the hotel likes it because they take a whole floor off their hands. Yeah.
I guess so.
They're not giving it to them for free.
Oh,
You're
I
in
see.
rooms.
Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah.
like in the hotel room that they do these.
Yeah, they do it in a hotel room. Yeah,
Oh,
but they clear it out. It's it's a whole thing.
I've never done one.
Anyway,
Yeah.
most of the time, like if the movie, like you talk to George Clooney, he did a war film and it was really heavy. It was
Right.
full on. When you're talking to him, he's like joking around. Blah, blah, blah. Fast and the Furious, I have never met a more earnest, humorless, take themselves more seriously group of people than that group. They're
Really?
like, I got to tell you, man. And they're kind of staring off to the middle distance like,
Struggle is real.
it's you that makes this.
Oh
It's
my
the
God.
fans. I'm like, or
Oh.
not me. No, definitely not me.
dropping
This is-
an album?
this is-
Like,
yeah,
what?
it's really like that. Like, man, we're gonna get in crazy adventures, but we're family, and that's the thing that people love about this is like it's what a family's really like. I'm like, mate, you drove a car out of a plane.
Yeah.
No family's doing that.
That's a hell of a road
It's
trip.
crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is like
yeah.
a Chevy Chase movie.
Yeah, we're really flipping. It's fantastic.
Too subtle?
Too subtle. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like,
A car flying out of a plane.
yeah. Maybe that's it. Like,
Too subtle?
well, the thing I was originally thinking was I saw a bloke walking around Williamsburg the other day on Sunday with a sign that said "Punch Trump," and I was like, "That's not helping anyone. That's
No,
bad."
that's
But
bad.
then I was thinking of him making the sign that said like "Fuck Trump" or something,
Right.
And say, "Is it too subtle?" Like,
Oh, wait, I'm going to encourage people. Wait, I don't want anyone to fuck Trump. I
yeah.
want them to punch
Yeah,
him.
yeah. Maybe that was the thing. He was like, "Oh, but
Is it
what
a
if?"
verb?
Yeah, what if they go and pleasure him?
Fuck Trump. I wish I could, honey. Oh, boy. I've really put my foot in it this time. Sign writing. I think there's a lot in the sign writing.
The sign writing thing.
Yeah, I have a sign writing one this week that I will come to in a bit.
Or maybe it's one of those stores like a mattress guy that's
Yeah.
having the I'm going insane crazy sale and he's got
Right.
all the inflatable things and it's all going crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you think? Too subtle? Like,
Too subtle. Yeah, that's not
I don't
bad.
know. Maybe it's
Or
look, it's
is
a
he
pretty
getting rid of
A-B
all of his
joke.
wacky signs that are extreme things, and then he's had to close down, and then in the alleyway out the back, there's all the signage and everything, and then there's like a Trump rally, and they're like, can we borrow these? Are you done with these?
Yeah.
Are you done with these? And it's like a closed, like a mattress warehouse closed for business, and then all the signs have the insane, like crazy, hyperbolous sort of signs, just saying, "Are you done with these? Can we?" And then everyone's like, everyone else is in the crowd going, "It's a bit SS because there's a lot of signs."
It's a bit SS, yeah.
It's a bit SS.
I don't
But,
know. Maybe
yeah.
it's just too AB. It doesn't really work.
All right.
This was another one I want, like another kind of in that realm, which is I went to a basketball game and someone proposed during one of the timeouts.
You did?
Which
You went
is-
to a game where there was a
There was a proposal. I've been to a
on the
few.
big screen.
On the big screen.
What do they call it? Jumbotron.
To Jumbotron.
I've never been there when it's done.
Yeah, I've seen it. I saw it, yeah.
Wow.
And the guy didn't even spring for good seats. They were up in the bleachers. He was
classic.
wearing like a Barca away shirt. It was just
He spent
terrible.
all his money on the Jumbotron.
It was anyway. He proposed. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny for that to be at other big moments?
Oh, that's
like,
not bad.
yeah.
Divorce.
Like, or even in a surgery, like,
Yeah.
like, I think someone's got a very important question to ask. Like,
That's not bad. Yeah.
State of the
other-
Union address, like.
Yeah. Other.
She's the president, like she said yes, like we said yes to building a wall. Like, it might not even be much of a cartoon.
Jumbotron, something about a caravan and the Jumbotron. What? Yeah, other relationship moments, like moving in, or she said yes to, or when we were trying to pitch that one the other week about things are getting serious. I just gave her my Netflix password.
Oh yeah.
So that's like something on the Jumbotron. Will he say yes? She's like, will you share a Netflix account with me? And he's
Yeah.
like, ooh, the screen's on me, pressure's on. There's certain like relationship steps that instead of it being a wedding proposal, it's something way more like pedestrian.
Or what if the guy's on his knee
Yeah.
and she has a phone in her hand and she goes, "Just wait, I'll poll my followers."
I'll do a poll, Instagram poll. That's what if it's an interactive jumbotron where it's the Instagram yes
that's-
no
the yes,
and everyone's
no.
hitting no.
Yeah.
That's fun. Have you seen one where it goes badly, where there's a no?
Only on YouTube.
Okay, because
And I have, and what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I've watched that a lot of times on YouTube.
That's supercut.
Yeah. Some of them look fake though.
Oh, okay.
What, like, there's a couple that are real.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something so, like,
the pressure.
it's the perfect. It's the perfect mix of comedy and tragedy, which to me just makes comedy.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
there's something about a guy in his worst moment being consoled by a mascot.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
oh, that's
when,
okay, buddy.
Yeah. When
Giant furry monster with like a horn for a nose going,
a bloke, a gorilla and a Phoenix Suns
yeah,
thing.
just
like,
going, don't worry,
console.
buddy. It could be worse. Trust me.
Yeah.
She said no.
She said no. Yeah, well, you don't have to dunk at 3/4 time. You have to dunk in this suit.
That's pretty great. There might be something in that, actually. Her walking away and him having the ring in his hand, like in the box, just looking really dejected. And then the mascot coming up with his arm around him going, it could be worse. Trust me.
Trust me. It's got to be trust me.
Trust me. It could be worse. That's not bad. I
It's
think
o-
there's
it's
something,
okay.
something there.
It's-
Something.
yeah.
I did see a rejection at the baseball at a Yankee game.
You
one
saw
time.
one.
Yeah, but I got the feeling it was fake because they were laughing afterwards. So I was like, this is a prank. So I saw it and everyone was like, ooh, because everyone cheers when it's Derek is going to propose to Sandra, and then it goes to the thing.
It's always that cheesy voice.
Yeah.
The
So
organs on. Like,
yeah, ladies and gentlemen, woo, and then everyone's like, woo, and then she goes, no, and everyone goes, oh, but then they were laughing, so I was like, oh, okay, you're just punking.
You got to commit though. She's
gotta
got to
commit.
storm off.
Yeah, you got to make a scene
Yeah,
or
yeah,
something,
yeah,
or
yeah.
like be like, what?
Yeah.
I'm your sister. I
Yeah,
don't know,
yeah,
just
yeah.
something weird. Anyway, yeah. What else you got? This week?
This one is a real Chatfield joke, but I think it's good.
Oh boy.
No, when I say
Dead
but
on
I think it's
arrival.
good. No, but I think it's good. What I mean is like, but I think you will
Okay.
like make this really good.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
The idea is it's like the grocery store like counter, like not a counter, or maybe it's a counter, but it's like the different types of tomatoes.
Okay.
So there's semi-dried, sun-dried, and solarium dried tomatoes.
Are they orange?
That's dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice.
But I thought of that like
Sun dried, solarium dried.
yeah.
Fake tan.
Yeah. That was I didn't know. Like that's what I said. It's like you will have a better twist on.
Yeah,
on this
because
joke.
that's the joke is that they haven't actually been in the sun, and the idea that sun-dried tomato, like they're actually just full tomatoes though, because they haven't actually seen sun, so they're not dried out.
Yeah.
There's what's the first one? What dried?
Semi-dried.
Semi-dried, and then there's sun-dried,
Sun-dried.
and then there's solarium dried,
Yeah.
and they're just slightly wrinkled.
Or if it's like hand-dried, like
Hand-dried. Hand-dried.
hair-dried. I don't know. Yeah.
Hair-dried, hand-dried. Yeah, half-dried. Yeah, drip-dried.
That's closer.
Something. Yeah, something dry. Yeah, let's beat it to death. Let's see. This is the only exception to the SS rule. When there's like labels for this, the visuals do have to do the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
That has
Absolutely.
to be and I love like Joe Data does this sometimes where he'll just put one color in the cartoon. So even if the others are like in mono,
that's a nice idea.
but then the solarium dried ones or whatever.
The
are-
genesis of this was someone saying, I don't care how you pronounce it, that's broccoli. The tomato.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like, you can say tomato or tomato.
Yeah.
That's broccoli.
That's pretty good.
That's not bad, is it?
It's not. It's neither. That's broccoli. That's funny.
They're like doing the dance. Because Pickering had a joke
Let's
for a
call the whole
while,
thing off.
which was, it was the, he'd open with this. I remember being with Sam Simmons. He goes, you should open with that. And I remember doing a gig with him where he opened. He gets on stage and he goes, You say potato, I say potato. You say tomato, I say tomato. Who the fuck says potato?
Yeah, I remember that. That's a good bit. What if it's I don't.
It's quite an arresting opener, wasn't it?
It is.
You're like shit. This
It's
guy's
better.
singing.
Yeah, this better come off.
Yeah, the guy,
It's
the
a
guy
big-
off the TV's brain is broken.
It's a big risk. Yeah. They booked the wrong guy. Yeah, I don't care what you. Oh, I don't care how you pronounce it. That's a broccoli.
A broccoli is so good.
A
It's got to
broccoli.
be a broccoli. Our broccoli for some reason is so insane.
And behind there should maybe there is like some tomatoes and whatever. All right, yeah. So I like sun-dried tomato, semi-dried tomato, and then just like spray tan tomato or like solarium dried tomato. Solarium dried, I think.
Fake tan's funnier, but it's like
It's funny. I think solarium dried implies because you're still getting a tan from ultraviolet. That's good.
yeah.
Yeah. What else you got?
That's
Anything?
it. That's it
Nice.
this week. Well, I've been looking at how I'm an angry man. I'm an angry man at the moment.
Hey, anger produces great comedy. From great anger comes great.
Do you remember a pretentious, horrible uni kid still saying Bill Hicks is the only truth teller? Like, is that still a thing?
That's people are still saying that. Yeah, they're saying. I mean,
he was he's okay.
he was good. I mean, what he did was started a movement in comedy, but he wasn't the best at it. I mean, people say that about George Carlin as well. And if you look at Carlin's specials,
Carlin's-
not every one of his specials was good. Some were really terrible. But I mean, he was great. And they both had a transformation. Bill Hicks and George Carlin both started out as like straight-laced comics, like as did
Louis C.K. was.
Louis.
Louis C.K. was.
Yeah, he was goofy. He
Yeah.
was very absurd and goofy. And then they had this big transformation. And, you know, I don't know. People are still saying, he was a real truth teller, man. He did the road. He was a man of the people. It's like, yeah, a lot of people do that.
That's the thing that I'm like, yeah, he's a
One
pretty good club comic.
Yeah, one of the good ones, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, he's on a lot of walls, yeah. Did you see there was a comedy club? I don't really want to get into this, but there was a comedy club that scraped off. It just opened a couple of years ago, and they had Louis on the wall with Greg Giraldo and Sarah Silverman and Patrice, and they scrubbed off Louis like the night that the things came, the allegations.
Had Louis performed it?
He's since been dropping in.
Oh.
And they're fine with putting him on, and they're fine taking the drink money and stuff. So I'm like, a bit of a double standard there. Anyway, can you tell I don't work there? Anyway, so I've got one this week that's a little Christmassy because we're coming into the I want to say what they call the holiday season. But if we pitch him now, I think we have a chance to get him in the Christmas issue.
Right.
I think this is like really late to pitch Christmas cartoons, so I'm really hoping to get it in because I did pitch one of the Christmas tree on the therapist's couch.
I like that joke,
The
yeah.
therapist saying, now tell me more about these abandonment issues.
Yeah.
So this one is kind of, I want to say it's like a teenager.
Hey, just to go back to that.
Yeah.
Could that abandonment issues be like an empty mall or something? Like, you know, like abandoned buildings is such a big thing on Instagram.
An abandoned building on a therapist's couch.
I mean, that's hard. I don't know, like abandoned ship.
That's not bad. Abandoned ship.
I
Yeah,
mean, I'm
maybe
just
it's
trying to think of the sayings.
Yeah. Like if it's literally a sailing ship, that's very SS, Scott. That's a steamship. Yeah.
With the tattered.
Yeah. Tattered and like broken mast and like an old. Yeah.
Yeah. One of
Tell me
those
more about these
ghost ships.
abandoned ship.
I
That's
don't
not
know.
bad.
Yeah, sorry, I cut you off. Yeah,
No. That's good. Abandonment issues is see. I know it got rejected, and that's the second time I've pitched that joke. So I feel like it might be.
Maybe you should give that joke some abandonment issues.
Maybe I should abandon that joke. Yeah, I finally put keep it open to bed as well this morning.
I saw that whenever there's something very disappointing for me.
Yeah.
I will sometimes see Instagram, and so whenever if I open it on my desktop, you and Ashika are the first two people that come up,
Right.
And it's always a disappointment to see one of our cartoons on
Yeah.
Instagram because you know it's dead.
Yeah, it was my favorite joke, and it's certainly one of my favorite rejects of all time. Like you and I had, there's a hashtag on Instagram that you can look up, hashtag TNY favorite reject. And all the New Yorker cartoonists are posting their favorite rejects.
Favorite's misspelt, by the way. It's no you.
Yeah.
For our Australian listeners.
Yeah. It's spelled the American spelling as Favor. And there's some really funny ones in there.
Oh,
I'm
there's some
like,
great
you're
jokes.
mad to have knocked that one back. And we put what we will now reveal was our banger.
Banger.
Early on, we were
Oh,
talking about
yeah.
the banger, and we could never say it because we were like, no, we want to sell
gonna
it.
sell it.
We pitched it thrice, and that's the death knell for a cartoon in the New Yorker. If 3 times can't get it up,
Yeah.
I feel like we're not going to get it up. So it was the UFC fighters in the ring and the guy holding up the sign. So everyone else is just savagely going, yeah, rip his head off, man. And he's just going, use your words.
Yeah, he's got a sign saying use your words.
Which I was devastated.
I thought that was a good joke.
Yeah, but the keep it open is the fat guy at the hot dog stand handing over his debit card or his credit card, just saying keep it open.
You pitched that here first. That was on this podcast. I remember you came up with
I came up with that one on this podcast, and then what happened was
Then you had
it
to
got
muck
through
around
to
with
the
it.
editor-in-chief,
That's
and
true.
then she said, he thinks it's just a fat joke. And I'm like, well, kind of is, kind of isn't. And then so I went back and I did it as a woman, like a late at night, 6th Avenue, like a halal guy's cart kind of thing.
Yep.
She's handing over a credit card. She's got she's obviously had a night in the town wearing a nice dress. One of the straps on her heels is kind of broken, so she's got, clearly a bit, and keep it open. And then, again, went through to the editor-in-chief, and he said, she looks like a prostitute. All right, back to the drawing board, and then the feedback was, listen, just make it a dude. Just make it you. Just make it any old dude. And I was like, all right.
Didn't I pitch the idea of it was a guy at the ice cream
All right, so
thing with
don't say that, because we are going to pitch it as something else.
Oh.
I'm going to pitch a totally... we'll pitch a totally different... take on it altogether, because hot dog stand's just not flying with them.
Yeah.
But I love that caption.
Oh, it's a good joke.
And I think, one of your suggestions was, let's do it as like a kid smug kid handing over a credit card to an ice cream van. And all the kids around, just, you know what, keep it open. And it was going to be a dad with a little baseball team, little league team, keep it open. And
smug kid with a dad's credit card was
Yeah,
another
yeah,
one we
yeah.
were talking about, I think.
And these are kind of giving you insight on how many times we will keep repitching a joke because we believe in it so much. And the final one was I literally posed for it, and I just drew myself.
I remember this.
Put like a sports jersey on me.
Because Soph was the original.
She was the one. And so when he's like, looks like a prostitute, I'm like, thanks, mate.
It's my wife.
It's
my wife I'm paying for sex. Wait, what?
She was offended. Yeah. So anyway, that was like, I repitched it with me as the person, and I'm facing away from the camera, but still they went, nah. And he goes, here's the thing, he goes, I'm just sick of seeing this one. It's like, because you keep telling me to change it. So anyway, it's dead, which is why you can see it on Instagram now.
Yeah.
And it's my favorite joke, and it's going nuts. I love it. But anyway.
So your favorite joke, something I didn't write. Okay.
Always have to take it personally.
What else have you got?
All right, so it's a guy on a therapist's couch, right? And he's got some issues, wide-eyed and kind of rattled, and he's had a life.
Right.
And he's saying to the therapist, it all goes back to that night I caught Mummy kissing Santa Claus.
Oh, I don't mind that.
Yeah,
Is that that's a well-known.
I caught Mummy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe is a lyric in the song. And I always thought, that'd be pretty traumatizing for a kid. I caught Mummy cheating on Daddy. Like, you know how everyone's like, oh, it all goes back to the time I found my dad cheating on my mom. Or, or like, I saw Mummy kissing the postman or whatever the hell. And it's like, it all goes back to that one night. And maybe he hates Christmas. That's why. Why do you hate Christmas? Well, it all goes back to that night. That fateful Christmas Eve when I caught Mummy kissing Santa underneath the mistletoe.
That's funny. Is there... look, we can't do this, but just as a joke.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
If there's a husband accusing his wife who's got a cold sore, you were kissing Santa Claus.
That's not bad. What if it's the guy? What if it's the husband kissing Santa Claus going, she's sick tonight. Like, I'm on Santa Claus duty. Or if it's like...
Or if it's a guy like putting on a Santa Claus, it's the only way I can get my wife to kiss me.
Yeah.
These are getting a bit like bawdy though.
Yeah. It's very like old British punch.
Yeah.
If it's a guy sitting in his armchair with his shotgun across his lap going, oh, kiss my wife, will you?
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
So I heard you like kissing mummies.
Or yeah, is it like the court thing, like spouse deceased, irreconcilable
Your Honour.
differences, like just a box to check, kissed Santa Claus
Underneath the mistletoe. Love a checkbox. That's
No, I
great.
think you've got that. That's
All
funny.
right. There's another one, a bad magician's assistant. And this goes back. So what happened? I was out at
You
the
know,
pub.
my friend's first job was magician's assistant. in
No,
Japan.
that's not a job. That's
Yeah.
a hobby.
Yeah, that was
Paid?
her job. Yeah.
What did she do?
She was sawed in half and
She
blah, blah,
wheeled
blah.
out the box and
Yeah,
did the
yeah,
whole
yeah.
like Adriana.
First ever job.
Really?
Yeah, out of high school. What's your job? Oh, I'm in Japan for a year being a magician's assistant.
Did she go on to be Adriana Exenides? Like,
no,
what was
she didn't. No, she's like,
Wow.
she's really high up in a
No
like
kidding.
big company now, and like,
Wow.
but yeah, just one of those, you know how like people with good jobs always have interesting lives before they got that good job. This
I
is
love
kinda
those
her.
stories.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
And
It's
what?
always
what's
like when
the
you
pay?
meet someone, that guy played in the NBA. What?
Yeah, that's. I
Really?
love that. I love
Yeah.
that. It's like, oh yeah, he was.
And
a
they never want to like
quarterback for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh, it ended bad. Don't ask him about it.
Don't ask him.
He's got the
It's
knees-
real Johnny Utah vibes.
Johnny Utah. What was the yen like? What was the pay like?
I don't know. It wasn't great, but I mean, it was
Yeah.
3 squares and.
Yeah. All right. And get cut in half.
What I'm
every
trying to say,
night.
it's kind of like prison.
You got cut into 3 squares.
Yeah,
every night.
yeah.
Okay. This goes back to I was at a bar. I was out drinking and in Carolina, and because my accent is very uncommon down there, they did have a bit of trouble understanding me. And at the comedy club, she goes, "What do you have, darling?" I was like, "Oh, I got a bullet bourbon." And she's like, "You want a bowl of bourbon?" I was like, "Well, depends how I go
Well,
tonight."
we're
But
here.
I'm like, bowl of. Why would I? I go, "Do you serve bowls? Does it come in bowls?" And then I, Seinfelded her a bit, like, "Why would I?" And she's like, "What did you say?" I went, "A bullet bourbon." And she goes, "Oh, we don't have bullet. We have makers." I'm like, "I'll have a bowl of makers then." And she's like, "Okay, don't get sassy." She's like, she's got no time. She's already busy, and I'm sassing her.
Good.
So, really making friends all over the
Yeah,
country.
yeah, it's always good to do that. Yeah.
Bowl of bourbon. So, in the vein of getting misunderstood, right?
Yep.
But something that's clearly been misheard is magician's assistant rolling out this bed of nails type thing,
Yep.
right? And the magician, and in front of the audience, in the middle of the show, and the magician going, "Susan, you're fired because it's a bed of snails."
Oh.
It's just a bunch of snails on a bed of nails. Bed of snails. I mean, arguably also not great to sleep on.
But yeah.
Or just something that is misheard or misunderstood.
Fingernails?
Yeah, that's not bad. I've got to be more specific in my
I think I've
memos.
seen the bed of
Bed
fingernails.
of fingernails. Bed of males. It's a bed full of guys. Bed of males. That's a gross. It's a very visually. It's a very silly and gross.
It is just as
looking,
gross as nails.
It's
like
a bed of-
I'd still kind of be like, I want to see how. Like, there'd be a
Alright.
part of me that's impressed by that.
You're like, you know
Because,
what?
Like,
You're
how do you
getting
get
a
that many
raise.
nails, mate? Snail.
I'm gonna pay you
I saw
more
a slug
yen.
today.
You saw a slug?
Slug, big leopard slug, just
I guess
slugging across the street.
Season for it, I suppose.
Is it?
Yeah, slug
Is it
season.
slug season?
Yeah, slug season. Yeah, it's between winter. It's between autumn and winter, I think.
I call shenanigans on that.
Okay, all right.
There's no such thing as slug season.
That may be a front runner for the episode title against the other one. There's no such thing as slug season. Slug season. That sounds like
There is no such thing as slug season.
really.
Well, given this is the first time I've ever heard of it.
Well, that doesn't mean anything. You
Yeah,
hadn't
but I
heard
would
of
have heard of slug season.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Slug season doesn't. It sounds like something you would.
What are you doing for slug season? Oh, we'll take the kids.
Gonna
away,
go up to
mate.
Connecticut
Yeah.
and see the slugs
See
change
the
color.
slugs. Remember there used to be slugs that used to eat the dog food. And
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
stand on them and all the dog food would just ooze out of them.
Ooh, what are you doing standing on them?
Well, accidentally.
Right,
Listen, I'll relax my way, you do you.
Now, how?
Bed of snails, I like it. I like that construct of the of her being fired.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
so, yeah. I mean, why doesn't a magician's assistant get fired? Apart from a trick going wrong, or like something where, what is a magician like? A magician's assistant gets sawn in half, right? That's the trope.
that's the big thing. Yeah.
So how do you? So
how
is
do you
it
fuck that up?
Does she arrive sawn in half? does she arrive in a few pieces? She's gone to pieces. Oh, my assistant's gone to pieces.
Yeah, I mean, but that's literally a joke they make on
The what?
on stage.
Oh God, I'm turning
know.
into a cruise ship magician. Yeah, gone to pieces. She's arrived in. I'm glad you arrived in one piece. Yeah, I don't know. It's getting a bit hack. It's getting a bit.
I mean,
on
they
the
sound like
nose.
the kind of jokes magicians make.
Yeah, this is very
Yeah.
SS. I
You
think.
know, ever since Sandra became my assistant, she made my wife disappear. Like
Hey,
that kind of stuff.
Oh boy, is that really what it sounds like?
Oh, that would definitely be. That has been
Classic.
said by a magician somewhere.
Definitely, and they have writers too. Magicians have comedy writers.
Who is writing for a magician? Really?
Comedians. Yeah. I know personally a comedian who who wrote for a famous comedian for a TV show that he had on I think Comedy Central. Yeah, it's a thing. Comedians write for magicians.
Jesus.
And they call them comedy magicians.
Magician.
All right, what else have I got? Okay, so also, this is kind of silly. We've got Sensible String being ostracized by all the cans of Silly String. So like,
Oh, I don't mind that.
right, and so all the Silly String, it all comes out wacky, but his string just kind of comes out in a nice straight-laced line.
Or what if it's like a very posh little boy? What do you mean
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have sensible string?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the boy.
He's
It's-
like wearing a
everyone else-
tuxedo.
all the kid-
all
are
the
they-
kids are playing.
I think trick-or-treaters and kids dressed up, woo, Silly String. And he's just like all straight-laced.
Sensible string's so funny.
Tucked in with maybe braces or something, very neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Sensible string, and it just goes.
Yeah.
Like it just comes out in a nice straight line. It's very even. Sensible string.
That's funny.
Or is or
Back
is
in
there,
my day, we used to have sensible string.
is it? Yeah.
When I was your age.
Serious string, morose string? Is it sad string? Is there like silly
No,
string?
sensible. It's got
I
to be
think
sensible.
sensible's good because
Yeah.
that's the polar
It's
opposite.
the
of
polar
silly.
opposite, and it's S's. It's funny.
Right, okay. Someone with their 23andMe results. I know this is getting to be a bit of a overused, genetic result. But it's very, very popular now. Everyone's using it now. The Ancestry.com and 23andMe.
Right.
Just got my genetic test results back. Turns out I'm 99% sucker for pop science.
I don't mind that.
Something like, 99% sucker for, DNA testing.
For junk science.
It is junk science, isn't it? I mean, it's not
Yeah.
that. There are parts of it.
Turns out I have a genetic predisposition.
Yeah.
Deep predisposition to believe junk science.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
I have a genetic predisposition
to believing junk science.
believing bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there something in?
Yeah.
I always like the idea of you can always pick the murderer in your family. When I'm doing a bit of 23 and what?
Yeah.
What are you doing that for? Don't do that. Don't do that. What? What?
3 rooms away.
What are you doing? What?
Why is? Oh, it's like you start getting.
Your aunt would be rolling in her grave if she knew you were doing this.
Wait, did they find the body?
What?
I didn't think she had a grave.
Dinner's ready.
Is it something and you start to get suspicious of your partner when you try and type in 23andMe and it's blocked?
Yeah.
Blocked that
Yeah.
website. It's blacklisted, honey.
Yeah.
Because that
Shut
murder
up
of-
and finish your drink.
Yeah. Jesus. Because the Golden State Killer was found through 23andMe.
There's been about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
but it wasn't
Set a dangerous precedent.
It wasn't a close.
What do you mean?
It wasn't a close relative.
No.
It was like its second cousin or something.
something like that. Yeah, and
I
that's
mean,
how they
what a-
found him. And he was a cop too.
Pretty
Yeah. That's insane.
pretty tenacious gumshoe to kind of.
Yeah.
track that,
I'd say
right?
so. That was pretty good though. I mean, I wonder if they'll find the Zodiac Killer next.
He's campaigning against Beto O'Rourke as we speak.
That cartoonist that was trying to find him will finally
That's
be able to
right.
sleep at night.
Yeah, that's right. The
political cartoons.
Jake Gyllenhaal
Yeah.
portrayed
Yeah, that film.
Night Stalker.
Yeah, that film went for a long time. That
Or
film.
was it Zodiac?
It was called Zodiac.
No, Night Stalker was the other one where he was
Yeah.
yeah, that was weird.
But it just keeps going. He's this cartoonist. He just loses everything: his kids, his wife, his house, everything. He's just he's obsessed with finding this killer. He loses
Yeah.
this cartoonist.
And
There was-
they went to the premiere of Magnum Force.
yeah,
Right? Because that was
Yeah,
that
that's-
was about the Zodiac Killer.
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's right.
Was it
they
Magnum
did.
Force or
It was something like that. Yeah, because it was
It was
the
one
film
of the
about
Dirty
the Zodiac
Harrys,
Killer.
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I'll tell you something.
Anyway. All right, so we get sensible string. Then we got now. You know I love a. We did a gag about 99-cent slice next to a 98-cent slice.
I went
store.
past the one on Delancey.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking
inspired
about.
it, yeah,
It's
the
98
other
cent
day, yeah.
slice. You dog. He's putting me out of business. I was thinking of other 99-cent stores that would be pretty disconcerting to see, but all lined up next to each other. So you got the 99-cent slice, 99-cent haircuts, 99-cent surgery.
That's
or even like 99-cent solicitor, like a Lionel Hutz type.
yeah.
99 cents or your money back. Like,
Is it SS?
I get a win.
I do like that idea.
I know it is a bit SS in like writing store names.
Yeah,
on things.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
It's almost like a Simpsons gag. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's almost like a background gag in the
And
Simpsons.
and the Simpsons should stop doing that because they've got the best joke ever,
Which one?
which was painful memories party supplies.
I love that. I love that.
When Homer,
Oh my god.
I do like that
Something
idea
about-
of the 99 cents.
Because it's like in keeping with the neighborhood, it's like 99 cents something. Because everyone in New York, just for anyone listening who doesn't have been to New York or doesn't know about it, every corner, I mean, at some point was a 99-cent store. There's still tons of them around. 99-cent pizza slice.
Yeah. Well,
You can get a cheese slice for 99 cents.
The one that I always felt when I first moved to America is you could tell how bad the area you're in is
Yeah.
based on how aggressively stores will tell you they will buy gold.
Yes.
And
we
what
buy gold.
kind of stores would like...
And it's not the
I
only
was
thing
in-
they do either.
Have you been to Florida?
Yes. Yeah.
You can sell gold at a 7-Eleven down there, boy. They don't give a shit.
Can I tell you something
And they'll
funny?
sell you a gun. Anything goes.
I'll tell you something funny. I had to stop in Fort Lauderdale on the way to New
I've
Orleans.
played Fort Lauderdale.
You
That is
have?
real life. Me with Charlie Sheen.
No
on Charlie
kidding.
Sheen tour.
That's another podcast. We're
That's
going
a-
to touch
yeah,
on that
yeah,
next
that was
time.
a whole thing,
Wow. And they had a We Buy Gold in the airport.
Yeah, there you go.
In
There
the
you go.
airport.
Oh, yeah.
Who's got carry-on gold?
Yeah.
Who's landing and going, you know what, I got to shift
Actually,
this gold.
while I'm here.
Yeah. Oh, honey, I'm just going to change some currency and sell
And
some gold.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I've got some more, but I think that's pretty good for
I
this
like
week.
that. I think the 99 cent, we should come back to that
Yeah.
99.
Circle back, you know.
I also like the ones, I saw one the other day, which was everything in this store is 99 cents or more. Like it's just like,
That's
but that's
right.
any store.
That's any store, pretty much.
You're
I mean, that's not a
just
selling
a
point.
bad store.
And it's very deceptive, isn't it? Just hearing, 99 cents or more.
Or
I'm
more.
in.
Or more.
Or more. So moving to listener suggestions this week. Thank you very much for sending them all in, everybody. We've had we always get a torrent of suggestions in, so much appreciated. We we got one. We've had a few repeat offenders. So what I've been trying to do is trying to read ones from people who haven't suggested before. However, every now and then a repeat offender will just have one that's too good.
Slip in.
Right. So we have one from repeat offender. I'm Rick James, bitch. Do you remember I'm Rick
Oh,
James?
yeah,
bitch?
yeah.
He said, is there something in this? Is there something in the idea of a midlife crisis actor? Because you have these
yeah,
alleged
that's pretty
crisis
funny.
actors, but midlife crisis
That's
actor.
really
And it's a
funny.
guy with like, I'm assuming it's like a guy, perhaps a protester at a rally, but obviously having a midlife crisis.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Like maybe it's a guy with a convertible.
I mean,
wearing
it is
sunglasses.
it is a pun.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's
I'm
very
not
silly, but-
against that. Yeah,
Yeah, you love a pun.
I do.
Midlife crisis actor could be something there.
I do like that.
Yeah. He also double header. He goes, "Is there something in this also? Much in the mind of the Putin with the stickers cartoon. We tried pitching one with. I tried pitching a cartoon with Putin with all these I voted stickers all over him.
Oh, yeah.
And then the New Yorker got back. They go, we love it, but we just found out that Time magazine
Time had
did
done
it
it,
as a
that's right.
cover. So I was like, all right, well, I was on the right track.
Yeah.
So I posted it on Instagram. So he said, in the vein of that Putin with the stickers cartoon, you've got a bunch of people walking out of a polling place with I voted stickers, except a couple of the stickers are in Russian. Now,
We had that joke, didn't we? No, we had the
no,
we
we
had the
had
how to vote card.
how to vote card. Now he said, or is that a bit too? And then he's got something in Cyrillic. and I Googled what it translates to.
What's it say?
Steamship.
That's great. That's great.
Extra effort.
That's
Love your work,
great.
mate. I love that. So thank you.
You feel like he's half-hearted on the idea, and he just wanted to get that.
Yeah.
It's it.
And look, there's been a lot
Calling
of
it
cartoons.
steamship also is
So
a
funny.
spicy meatball.
That is a spicy meatball. It is. I mean, this week we're recording this on Monday night. Midterms are tomorrow night. I'm doing a show for someone. It's like a TV show thing where they throw to me for a segment 3 times during the night to do that whole like. You know, you got the electoral map.
Well,
and
which show? What's this?
I can't. I've never seen it. I'm gonna have to tell you after the pod because
Is it Australian or
No. It's
American?
in the US. It's like a political show.
Oh, sick.
Like on the night of the midterms as the
That's
results
great.
come in, and so you know there's like interactive whiteboards and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
It's like that.
You're gonna be like Wolf Blitzer.
Right. Wolf Schitzer. That's me. I'm going to be one of those guys that they throw to for some, a few
What
times
the hell
a
do you
night.
know about this stuff?
Oh, nothing. Clearly.
So why do they have you?
I don't know. Just someone knew me and they were like, I know a guy.
I know a guy.
Yeah, that's me.
That's great.
We'll see how that goes. This
I'm
comes out
very.
This comes out on Friday, so we'll see how this goes. Yeah.
So what do you think's gonna happen? Like, have you been doing any research?
Oh, none at all.
None.
None. Not a bit. In fact, I've been away for a week.
So
Haven't
where's
been listening.
Stacey Adams running? You don't even know who that is.
Is that a guy or a girl, Stacey?
Oh God, I cannot wait
This
to
is going
watch
to be a
this.
car crash.
This is gonna be
I'll be like, well, look, Malcolm Turnbull's out. That's
Are
all
you
I know.
doing both.
Both what?
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
There's 2 races happening.
Yeah.
What are they?
The New York Marathon.
Oh my God. Oh, this
I
is
know
going to be
nothing.
so good.
Ah, it's really just flicking to an idiot to kill time
That's not what it should be
on
though.
air, and
Yeah.
me using a whiteboard as an interactive whiteboard and not
Oh,
realizing
so
it.
you're drawing.
Yeah, there's maps and drawings and all kinds of illustrative details, and I'll be
I
on,
am-
on the
oh,
fly live.
I am here for this.
as the result. You should have a viewing party.
I will.
All right. So anyway, we've got
I like the I like the midlife crisis actor.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
good.
Funny,
one from
but
Nicholas.
it's yeah,
We got one from Nicholas Weissman.
nice.
Nice man. So he knows that you love a pun. So
Yeah,
he goes, fresh one. Upscale Chelsea pet groomer
right.
called Dramatic Pause. PAWS.
That's fucking
PAWS.
terrible. I love it. I love it.
I like that very much. Just like, and all
That's
these
one
like,
of the great jokes as well.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
polar bear at the bar.
I love that.
Yeah.
Why the big pause? Yeah, why the
yeah.
why the
We go. Hey mate, can you get me a beer? Why the big pause? Oh, I was just
Heyo.
born with them.
They never get old though.
They're really funny.
I like 'em
I was
very
thinking
much.
one the other day that made me laugh on the street.
Yeah.
Which was the horse that walked into the bar.
Yeah.
And the horse goes, "Hey, can I get a glass of wine?" And the barman goes, "Talking horse."
That's my favorite. I love one that just calls the joke. But I love that.
When the grasshopper walks into the bar, and the barman goes, "Mate, we've got a drink named after you." The grasshopper goes, "What, Harold?"
We're really hitting rock
Those
bottom
joke
here.
jokes are so good.
I love those. They're great. All right. By the way, speaking of jokes, there was David Douglas Stewart. You'll remember he pitched us an idea a while back, which we absolutely couldn't use, but it was Chinese restaurant, stern white diners, one wearing an Aussie flag as a cape, at a circular table with heaps of uneaten dishes strewn across the table, Asian waiter standing dutifully at the table with a notepad with the cape man saying, "Fuck off, we're full." Do you remember that one?
That's a good joke.
Now,
I mean, it's not a great like it's
You
yeah.
and I said there's no way we could draw that. There's
Yeah.
no way we could sell it anywhere. There's
Yeah.
no way that would work as a joke.
sure. What are you about to show me?
The Financial Review has done that exact joke. David Rowe in the Financial Review.
How
A little. There we go. It's fuck off, we're full. Explain, describe.
It's not.
It's not the exact joke, but it's the same punch and
It's
it's
the
the same
same-
setup, same
Yeah.
restaurant. So
Oh my god! The fucking the plates are clearly marked
Yeah.
as Poles,
SS.
Indonesian Embassy, Wentworth, Power
This
is
is-
one of them.
This is a
And he's
classic
being-
SS.
And he's being who's it meant to be portraying?
I'm not 100% sure. Although
Surprised they
Rowie is a very good caricaturist. He's an incredible caricaturist. But
I mean, no,
I'm out
it's
of the
not-
loop on this
Yeah,
one.
no,
I don't
I'm not across it. It looks like Richo, isn't it? Yeah, it's a big fat guy being force fed, but with a wafer mint.
Oh, so it's a play on the Monty Python fat guy.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, well,
what it is.
that's,
It's,
well, there you go.
there you go. You gotta be first in with your stuff, mate. All right. Well, that's all for this week.
Am
If
I
you wanna
too
send
old
your-
for a Supreme sticker? I think I am.
I
don't know.
feel like my cartoon tells you everything you need to know. The SS Dooley about to hit the iceberg midlife crisis. No, middle age, I think it was.
Middle age.
Middle age.
What about this?
Okay.
What about midlife ISIS? And it's a bunch
All
of...
right.
What, you accept midlife crisis
No,
actor?
that's true. Midlife ISIS
Mine,
is very funny.
My pun is
Yeah.
better and
Is it-
quicker.
Is it a guy with the gun and the balaclava and the flag, right? The
Like
ISIS
trying
flag.
to impress some girls.
Yeah, with like in a convertible and with like maybe like an open collar shirt.
Well, maybe it's like hey, what? What if
Wearing
he's
a
saying?
chain.
What if he's saying to his boss, like, "Hey, maybe my car bombs are convertible."
Classic. Oh, midlife ISIS. That's great.
His car bomb was a BM.
It's an X3 Turbo. Oh, man, that's great. Well, that's it for this week.
All
Send your
right.
suggestions in to @JasonChatfield on Instagram or JasonChatfieldComedy@gmail.com.
Where can we watch you on this TV show?
You know what? I'll post a link.
Please,
I will post
please,
a link on my
please,
Instagram.
please.
You got.
please.
By the time this comes out, you'll probably be able to watch the replay.
That's why you didn't get the O'Rourke joke about the Zodiac Killer. He's running against Ted Cruz.
Oh, once again, something that flew over my head.
I thought you looked at me. I thought, like, it wasn't
Wonder if you
great,
got
but I
that.
thought some recognition.
Nah, didn't even know.
You know that he was referred to as the Zodiac Killer.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, so I heard that story, but I didn't put it together in my
Wow,
head.
how do you stay on top of 3-year-old political stories like this?
Yeah. So that's where
Oh
we're
my
at. That's where we're
God.
at. This is going to be
Can
a
I come?
train wreck.
Can I?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should.
Because I could just
can
tell you to
tag
draw
in.
anything.
Yeah, we should just do a double act, and you can tag in. You'd be like, "I'm sorry about my friend. He hasn't read a newspaper."
Between us,
Yeah.
we'd be perfect for this. Because I know a
think
lot about
so.
politics and you can draw.
I can draw very well.
Yeah, I can't draw at all.
Yeah, but you read.
But
the
I'd be able
news.
to be like,
Yeah.
this is going to come down to a Second Amendment issue.
Yeah.
Jason's like,
This
we've
is-
got Second Amendment?
How many amendments? All right.
This is what Trump's worried about. Foreigners taking our jobs.
Yes.
Yeah, this
it
is why.
That's right. I think anyway. So I'm doing that. I'm going to be in LA next week, so we're going to do a remote pod. Is that cool?
Yeah, of course. Well,
All
imagine
right.
I said no. What are you doing in LA?
I've got some meetings and gigs.
Meetings?
and then I've got the couch and water bottle tour, and then I've got the got a wedding, got a comedian's wedding in San Diego after that. So yeah.
Carrot Top? Is it Carrot Top?
It is character. But don't tell the media that because they'll be all over it.
Fake news media.
Fake news media. So I'll be coming to you from LA next week.
All right.
All right. Bye.